Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Forrest Smith, the senior from Bakersfield, California, leads the NAIA right now in home runs with 15. And you have 15 home runs on the season, 11 home runs last year, and you're able to surpass that total in game 26 of this year. Talk about the work that you put in to be able to have success at the plate.
Just getting in the cage, doing a lot of work, a lot of tees, a lot of flips, and the big thing is staying healthy.
You had a day at USAO where you hit 3 home runs in a day. Talk about that day and what you were feeling.
I just felt good and everything was clicking. It was just a good day for me.
You mentioned the movie 61 as one of your favorite movies. Talk about what that means as a baseball player.
It means everything, just to be able to watch Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, the chase for 61 to beat Babe Ruth. I think that's historical in baseball, and it's just a big thing, and I just love that movie.
What kind of pride do you take in your ability to field?
As being a first baseman, I take a lot of pride because sometimes a lot of people don't think first baseman is being defensive. But for me, it's get the ball, knock it down, get it over to first base, and get it out.
What's your major here at OCU?
Kinesiology.
And career plans following baseball?
Right. I haven't thought about it too much. Right now, I'm just kind of focused on baseball.
Great. If you weren't playing baseball, is there a sport that you think you might be playing?
Probably. I mean, I played hockey growing up. I played football in high school. So, I mean, I don't know. Probably football, maybe. I don't know. I haven't put too much thought into it. All
right. Talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Forrest Smith. Coming up next, we'll talk to his coach, Denney Crabaugh.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at NAIA.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to baseball coach Denney Crabaugh. The Stars are ranked 10th in the NAIA and currently in 3rd place in the Sooner Athletic Conference. And Coach, one of your mainstays this year has been the guy we just talked to, Forrest Smith, who leads the NAIA in home runs with 15. Talk about his performance so far this year.
Well, Forrest was our guy coming back from last year. He's the only hitter that played a lot coming back from last year's team, and we knew he had some power numbers. I think he hit 11 last year, and we asked him, and we want to come back and really be the heart of the middle of our lineup and provide more power, and he's done just that. He's been everything that we've hoped for, and he's done everything that we've asked of him offensively. We just have to get some other people around him to help him drive in more runs.
One of the strengths that you thought this team would have coming into the season was the pitching staff, and that has certainly proven true. Just over this past weekend, Brad Wick had a very nice performance against Northwood, a shutout on 3 hits and 15 strikeouts. Talk about that game.
Well, that was a game we had to have. I mean, we'd lost 2 games to Northwood. We'd have a couple of bad innings defensively that's cost us both of those games, and we needed Brad to come out and give us a big performance, and he gave us the best performance he's thrown all year. And those are the type of performance he's capable of doing. Obviously, 3 hits shutout and 15 strikeouts is not normal, but being able to shut down an offense like he did is normal for him. He does have that type of stuff, and we need him to continue next week and the week after and going into playoffs to continue to throw like that.
Early on in the season, Chris Pike had one of the more dominant pitching performances that we'll see with a perfect game, and then he followed that up with another no-hitter. Talk about Chris's performance throughout the season.
Well, Chris, of course you don't ever consider that we're going to have a guy throw 2 no-hitters, but he came in with the idea that he wanted to be a #1 pitcher for us, and we knew that he was good. He was solid. He had 3 pitches he could throw for strikes. And those 2 days that he threw the perfect game, I called it the most dominant performance I've ever seen, because it was. I mean, they had no chance whatsoever. But Chris is a guy that wants the ball at the top of the rotation. He's going to go against the other team's best starting pitcher, and he understands what that means for us and trying to get us off in 3-game series. That first game is pivotal and is crucial, so he's the guy we want on the mound to open up those conference series, and a big guy on the mound when we need to win a ball game.
Once again, OCU is near the top or at the top of the NAIA in home runs as a team. Talk about the team's offensive philosophy.
Well, we've always been known as an offensive team ever since Keith's been involved, and even before. We've put up a lot big offensive numbers, and that's what we like to do. I mean, I kind of subscribe to the Earl Weaver theory. Hey, a 3-run home run is my best offensive weapon, is our best friend as a team. And we take pride on being one of the leaders every year in offense and being able to hit home runs. We own the 4 top home run totals in the NAIA records books, so it's something that we do take a lot of pride in. And Keith, and it's all due to Keith and the work that he puts in and the guys that we recruit. I mean, we recruit talented guys to begin with, so Keith modifies it and works with them, and the results speak for themselves.
You've had several of your assistants and alums been recognized over the past few months. Keith Lytle and Chris Schroeder in the NAIA Hall of Fame, and then Ted Ledbetter in the OCU Hall of Fame. Talk about that legacy.
Well, it just goes with the tradition of the program. We've had outstanding players through the years that have put up big numbers, who've done good things. Ted was inducted into the NAIA Hall of Fame as a player last year, and so is only fitting that he be inducted into the OCU Hall of Fame. Chris Schroeder, I mean, he's a 2-time first-team All-American, 2-time academic All-American, made it to the big leagues. And can't be many people in NAIA history that ever say that, so he was absolutely deserving of being inducted into the NAIA Hall of Fame. And then Keith, look at all the numbers, the offensive numbers. I think we have individuals that hold in teams that 12 or something like that. Records are very near the top, and the service that he's put in over the years, he's absolutely deserved to be named a Hall of Fame member to the NAIA Hall of Fame. And as far as we know, he's the first assistant coach to be inducted, so, and rightfully so. All 3 of those guys deserve every bit of attention, every bit of accolades that they get, because they have been part of what OCU baseball is all about.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Talking to OCU baseball coach Denney Crabaugh. End of the season, postseason coming up. You can follow their progress on OCUsports.com.